Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Prosper Nutrition Show here, November 3rd.
Already in November. Wow.
Yeah, 2022. Excited about this program. It's because we have so much up and coming to tell people about. We had a great webinar last week on the cancer and the immune system. Go back and watch that if you haven't seen that, and share that. Just get information out to people about how their bodies can take on just about anything.
Why don't you tell them about yourself?
All right, I will. I'm Steve Steves, board certified clinical nutritionist, board certified naturopathic doctor. We're here to talk to you about health. And, a lot of us have experienced suffering in health, and you have too. Tell us about yourself, Jason.
Yeah, well, there's been so many things. Recently, I was having those knee issues, and man, it was a bummer because I really like to play basketball and I couldn't play like I used to play. And, I was getting older, but, we are proponents of health and living healthfully. And I'm like, I had to figure it out. So thankfully, I started pressing in more in regard to exercise, as you know. And so exercise, really finding out more strategies that really helped me to move up, and things that I had learned before, but I kind of had forgotten as well. And so got consistent with my exercise and really started implementing those key strategies and really turned things around. And then, not to mention, my supplementation was more consistent. I think that was huge. And my diet got a lot better. It's still got some room for improvement. But as far as what I eat day to day, it's gotten better since my knee has improved. It's totally turned around, almost 2 years now, and my knee is almost completely better.
Yeah, I've had knee problems as well, and so you've incorporated some of the training together and showing me how to just get that knee back and function. It's amazing what it can be done with everything from flossing to the knee over toe things. I love it all. I shared it with Michael today.
Yeah,
he was impressed.
There's simple thing that you could implement today if you have a bit of challenges with your knees, is simply just backwards walking. It's something that it puts a very light pressure on your knee that you don't really feel that much, but it puts enough pressure to increase blood flow to the knee, and then it actually helps with that healing and building strength.
It's amazing
process.
It's amazing just walking backwards, what it does.
5 to 15 minutes, a few times a week, 3-4 times a week. And so it can really make a difference.
Really gets that blood flow. So in our, we have a free health assessment online. We also have our 7 proven steps to create a healthy life for you and your family. That's free. So share that with your friends and family, and stay tuned. We got a little promotion at the end of the show. Did you throw one in yet on the cell repair?
We will have that promotion set up.
Okay. So the reason on the cell repair is a testimony we want to share of a lady that had varicose veins, and they went away.
Yeah, that was cool to hear.
It's great. So
she said, what did she say? She said, was it the ascorbate and they
work hand in hand, and she was already taking the ascorbate,
but she was talking about cell repair.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cell repair.
Okay.
Which is the quercetin dihydrate in the highest potency form that I've ever seen. A lot of people are not familiar with ORAC. Can you pull up a screen picture on the evidence sheet? So you look online at the cell repair evidence sheet, and you'll see the data that explains ORAC. Now, ORAC stands for oxygen radical absorption capacity. So God has put all these things in nature, in our foods, plant chemicals, phytonutrients, that actually have oxidative reductive power against evil things that we call them free radicals. You've heard that term for years. Yeah, blow that up a little bit if you could. Just make it fit the page a little better. Are they seeing that? Right?
Yep.
Okay. So look at the ORAC value on that chart down below, the cell repair, which is that's actually got to get changed on that document. They missed that. And that's supposed to say, yeah, that's cell repair. I'm sorry. I saw it. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. There are some typos that sometimes.
Yeah, I had seen one earlier and I just had a flashback. Sorry about that. Always trying to get those typos corrected as we get this information out. But this product, the quercetin dihydrate, is safest, most easily absorbed from quercetin. The body only assimilates about 1% of all quercetin, yet it absorbs 100% of the monomeric quercetin in this dihydrate form. So Dr. Jaffe was able to see it exceed 500,000 per 100 grams of weight in a capsule. And we'll look at other antioxidant values of kale and blackberries and blueberries, just fractional in comparison of the anti-inflammatory effect.
Well, the reason that is so important is because a lot of supplementation, a lot of supplements out there, they use quercetin, which it's getting a good showing as far as information on the internet. Quercetin helping with zinc uptake, quercetin helping with inflammation resolution, all those things. But you want to, if you're getting it in a supplement, you want to make sure that your body can actually take it out of that supplement and put it in your tissues and use it. And so that's why this quercetin dihydrate form is so important. You want a form that your body can take from the supplement and use. And that's something that we really want to help everyone understand, is the difference between a nutrient that's just in a supplement and a supplement that actually supplies the nutrients to your body. Your body
as a bioavailable form.
Exactly. That's
referred to.
That's a word.
Right.
That's a word you can think about it as is the supplement fully bioavailable?
Exactly.
Our supplements are unlike any others because of the way that they're designed. They are fully bioavailable. Most supplements on the market are going to be about 5 to 10% bioavailable if they're good.
Yeah,
and then if you're getting really pharmaceutical grade, you're getting up to 20% bioavailability. Ours are pharmaceutical grade plus nature's preferred forms and ideal cofactors for absorption. And so that's what really makes the Prosper Nutrition formulations different and really gets people results. That varicose veins help that lady getting those results so quickly.
Varicose veins, 28 years of her life or whatever, and they're gone. So I'm excited about the guest speaker next week that we're inviting on. Her name's Natalie. In fact, y'all,
she's going to share.
Go to her Instagram page.
Yeah,
you got to see one.
You want me to pick it up here?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay.
Oh, she's such a hoot. In fact, she did a video on.
Oh yeah, you've got
all the products. Okay, there she is. She's F2 Celtic.
F2.
And she's going to come and interview next week. So can we play this one?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if the audio is going to come through.
Okay. Well, there's a song but you can read the words. So look at her. She's singing a song to no more health issues, no more sitting on this island, watching my family live life. And she's scanning the Prosper products that she's using that have really helped transform her life.
There's her family.
Yeah, there's her family. So
she's enjoying her family more.
This is life. ProsperNutrition.com. Thank you, Natalie, for sharing that.
Yeah.
And we're just so excited to have her next week. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Are you done with the product detail sheet?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We are. So a little bit on cell repair. That's our highlight product for the day. And so at the end of the show, we're going to talk about how you can get that
on discount.
All
right. Well, can I share right now how they can get all of our products on discount?
Oh yeah, we got a big sale this month.
Well, there's going to be one later this month, but any day at any time, they can get all of our products on discount by subscription. If you sign up for a monthly subscription on specific supplements that you need, then you can actually get 15% off your supplements. And so that will come monthly. The supply for each of our supplements is approximately a month's supply. So you'll be able to move through that supplementation every month and have a new order coming through the next month. So you get 15% off with that subscription.
Way to go.
So you can do that for any of the products anytime.
Now, I have personally paid the premium quality for these supplements for my body, for my family for so many years. and I see the value. That's why I do it. Without it, you want the abundant health in life, like Natalie said in her little Instagram post. You want to really experience your life and family. And she's going to share in her testimony of years of searching, years of taking supplements from everywhere, like 6 years, and just not getting the results, she said, within 5 days. It's such a difference.
And that's what
you
we're
have got to
about.
try it, folks. You just got to try the stuff. I mean, when you don't give something a try and they really make a claim that they know how to make a biologically active nutrient ingredient, and you got somebody like Dr. Jaffe, who, from a brilliance perspective, I mean, the fact that he can generate a test, assess values to it, and create this test. I mean, they're brilliant. Now he's going through the process of making a natural combination substance to try and get a patent on a drug, which is all natural substances that can literally take, if people would take it, the chelating effect on plaquing in the arteries and the calcium buildup that caused in veins, in kidneys, just can be reversed. We've seen it. I had a gentleman that had 70% blockage in his carotid arteries. He went and got a scan, and he implemented the protocols, did it for a year, goes back to his doctor, gets another scan, completely clear, completely. So Dr. Jaffe's putting it in to the drug form, so because he's trying to get out in the medical field and get answers. Of course, it's a big racket, of course, in the drug industry. But
I'm thankful that he has been mentoring us and helping us with our formulations. It's been great.
We're going to get him on the show. Did we set a date for that yet?
Well, we're going. We may not get him on the show. But we may have videos of us, our discussion with him. So maybe we can share them on the show.
Maybe when the show gets a little bit more popular.
Right.
Hey, we got some news for y'all. I'm covering a few different avenues of these conservative news feeds that really get out some information. Like Robert Kennedy, he's got The Defender is the name of the article, but it's Children's Health Defense. You can look up that. Here's the article. The dominoes are falling. New Supreme Court strikes down COVID vaccine mandate for New York City public workers. Calling it arbitrary and capricious, the New York State Supreme Court on Monday struck down New York City's COVID-19 vaccine mandate for public workers, ruling in favor of 16 unvaccinated city workers who had sued following their termination of work. The lawsuit was filed on July 20th by George Carvey and 15 other New York City Department of Sanitation employees who were fired by the city for non-compliance with the mandate. Judge Ralph Porzio ruling is applicable not only to the 16 workers who sued, but also to all public employees in New York City, including the police, the fire department. So he said, we just defeated the vaccine mandate for every single city employee, not just the sanitation department. It's interesting. The simple people have more wisdom than the wise. God is so faithful in that. All right, let's look at. So I've got one more of his articles in here. It's 50 Years of Secrets. How chemical giants Syngenta hid the truth about dangerous weed killer. And there's more than one weed killer out there, more than one company like this doing exactly what they're doing. He just continues to expose them. Again, the Defender, Robert F. Kennedy, and Junior. Hundreds of pages of internal corporate records reveal how Syngenta repeatedly lied about scientific research showing a connection between paraquat, weed killer, and Parkinson's disease, incurable brain ailment. Well, it's curable. It just takes a lot of therapy change. Here's another good one by Dr. Joseph Mercola, Unholy Alliance, Faith Leaders Pushing Pharma Fraud. A key component of the campaign to entice people into taking experimental COVID shots has been to enlist trusted messengers from social media influencers and celebrities to medical doctors, and faith leaders. The U.S. government has established formal collaborations and faith-based organizations for the purpose of pushing the government's narrative. According to Walmart, many of the company's most successful vaccination clinics have held after Sunday services. Facebook ads in which faith leaders promoted the COVID jabs also outperformed other trusted messengers, including healthcare providers. Evangelical pastors, theologians, seminary heads across the U.S. followed the lead of Dr. Francis Collins, a self-proclaimed Christian and former head of the National Institutes of Health, who leveraged his relationship with the church leaders to convince Christians that submitting to lockdowns and COVID jabs mandates was a matter of obedience to God. Lord, help us for what we will be accountable that comes out of our mouth when we meet him on that day. Well, anyway, there's more information. You can go get that from Dr. Mercola and his archive. I encourage you. He was censored, and so he is continuing to be censored for him exposing the truth. Dr. Mark Hyman, so great YouTube that he has on dairy, and I'm hoping that you can pipe in on this, because I remember when we were starting off in business and you went and did some research on dairy, and you shared some stuff with me about what's in dairy that I didn't even know about. So let's hear what Mark Hyman has to say in his presentation. 3 reasons you should avoid dairy at all costs. And then I'm going to bring in some data on this too, so people can know more about that. Let me get this. Things are going all over the place here. All right. Industrial dairy comes from modern dairy and modern cows, he says, raised in factory farms, bad for human health, bad for the environment, and it's bad for the animal. It's only a perfect food, he says, if you're a calf. Historical humans never drank milk from cows until modern agriculture. Dairy, about 100 years ago, it has completely changed the casein content called A2 casein, which was common beforehand. So this casein protein humans can't metabolize. They were not fed antibiotics back in that day either. And they have even have things in their food like ground up animal parts. They also feed them Skittles. Skittles candy. There was an article on that, and antibiotics and growth hormone. And he brings out the attention of a chemical called DES, which was an estrogen banned from human use back in the 1950s because it caused cervical cancer and fetal abnormalities, and was banned from the U.S. In 1950s due to that cancer-causing effect. The National Cancer Institute detailed research article on the damage of DES, and I went and looked at that.
What's the name of the article again? No, here, you've got it there. For this?
For NCI Institute.
This article you're reading.
Mercola's?
No, this is Mark Hyman.
It's a YouTube video. I was just listening through and writing it down.
Okay.
Yeah. But these two researchers, Dr. David Ludwig and Walter Willett, and so he quotes those in his video. There it is. Stop drinking dairy. You want to show it?
Yeah, I'm going to share it.
And a picture of Mark Hyman, great guy, great author, great speaker too. I like the way he speaks. Said they did over 100 studies on dairy and blew apart the myths that have been wrongly pushed by propaganda through our media and through our governmental agencies.
Shared the link in the chat to that article.
Great. Yeah, and while we're talking, folks, any of you that are out there that want to pass on some questions, please do so.
Yeah, we're here for you. We get questions often, daily from the clinic, and that's something that we enjoy answering. Now, one of the things that we want to make sure that you have in mind when you ask questions that you can ask specifically about your health, but it's going to be hard to know exactly what your health needs are if you're not evaluating your health in a certain way. Now, the goal is for us to be in tune with our body, where we know what's going on,
right, and more proactive, right, with what we do with the body.
but it's hard sometimes because of so many things in our environment that are causing, basically putting stress on our body and creating burden on our system. It's going to be hard to kind of navigate that. And so that
we talked about that last week, the overburdening of that
Yeah.
causing the inability to repair.
Yeah,
Repair.
exactly. Which is an important part of the immune system. Most of the repair happens when we sleep, but if we don't have adequate nutrients, if we're not exercising, if we're stressed, we're not going to sleep well and we're not going to repair well.
Amen.
So,
but we can repair. The body's designed to repair. I'm a classic example of that. You've been through so much repair, right?
Yeah,
for me,
right.
For me, my back, and I was told with the spinal arthritis that I had, I'd be in a wheelchair by the time I was maybe 40.
Mhm.
I'm going to be 64 in a month, a little over a month. Pretty excited about that, especially now that we're going to this higher level of health because we're pressing in, doing things like the exercises that you're teaching, and they're basically, we're rehabbing ourselves on a daily basis with nutrients, with exercise, with the rest we get, the hydration we get, the principles of health. We're constantly rehabbing the body. Now, think of this, folks. Originally in the Garden of Eden, we were able to, when we had the tree of life, to live eternally. And we'll get that back in Revelation when God restores all things, gives us a new heavens and new earth, and we get back to that tree of life. We'll be able to pick fresh fruit that comes from one tree each month. It's different. It's got different phytonutrients in it, like you see in the repair guard. And we were designed, these physical bodies were designed to live eternally with God. So he created a perfect thing. Now, sin and the fall of man obviously caused destruction and death. And so, but that's going to be redeemed, and we're going to be able to live in his presence without sin anymore and have the nutrients we need to regenerate and live forever with the presence of the Lord.
In the meantime, while wanted to remind you that a lot of the principles that we're sharing about when we're doing this show, you can read about them in the guidebook. It's the 7 Proven Steps book. You can download it for free from prospernutrition.com. Again, it's a free PDF download. All you need to put in is your name and email, so we can stay in touch with you. But yeah, that's a free download, and you start implementing those strategies. Oh, I just got something in my eye. And you'll start improving your health, just the way we're explaining all these testimonies, all these things. We put those principles in this guidebook for you to implement. So don't forget to go to the website and download that guidebook for free.
Each one of those 7 principles is founded, or it has a foundation of the Word of God. So there's a scripture that's tied to everything. Everything goes back to God's word, the creator of human life. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. You know, it's frustrating to feel like you've tried everything to reach your health goals, but nothing is actually helping. With personalized, evidence-based supplements and results-focused professional guidance from Prosper Nutrition, you can have an optimal way to find health, to live in health, to have abundant health. That was God's promise.
And it's simple.
It is a simplified way. And we will allow you to go there, enjoy that, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to talking with you next week, sharing with you next week. Try to be on there, and we can even ask questions with Natalie if people are calling in at that time. So our new time, 3 p.m. every Thursday. This is our first day we've done it at 3 p.m. So it's our new time for the Prosper Nutrition Show, 3 p.m. every Thursday. That's 3 p.m. Central. So tune in. And then we mentioned earlier in the show that we are going to be having a webinar on December 8th. That's a Thursday. It will be immediately following the show. So the show will run at 3 p.m. And then at 4 p.m., we will host the webinar. And this webinar, we're going to be talking about the digestive challenges that we face during the holiday seasons. And so we're going to be getting into that and finding out ways that you can avoid a lot of the challenges that you may face regularly.
as well as how to respond if you are having some acute digestive issues during that season. So stay tuned. If you make sure that you download the guidebook or you do the quiz, you will get on our email list and we will update you on all of those things. So if you are wanting to get updated, then go to our website, prospernutrition.com, download the guidebook, take the test, and then you'll be on our email list. So thanks for joining us today. Thanks for having me.
It was a good one. Covered some good material. God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. May you prosper and be in health. See you next time.
Take care.